I'm certain that when he filed for this bankruptcy, he had to pay certain fees to the same bank that you're being required to pay fees to, because that's what they do.
No, I asked them specifically that, and they said no.
I don't know whether he does or whether he doesn't, but I would suggest you get this loan out of his name as expeditiously as possible.
I can't do it without him. We have to do it together. If I could do it on my own, it'd be done.
Then you should have had better representation when you were divorced.
I should have never got married.
I had the mortgage company.
Listen to me. I can't help you. I'm not going into the reason, because that was for your last lawyer to figure out, madam. You chose to stay in this house rather than to sell it, split whatever equity there was, to assume whatever debt there was. You chose to stay in the house. This is the house I assume you're living in now.
Correct.
Okay, so you're staying in the house, but he was still listed as a debtor on part of that home financing loan. He had to ask for relief from that. I cannot give you what you want. Do you understand that?
No, I do not.
You had a choice when you were divorcing 6 years ago. You had a choice to say, listen, I want to be clean from him. I want to go someplace else. I'll take out my own line of credit. I'll get my own mortgage. I don't want to be part of him at all. But after 6 years, you should be free from each other financially.
Please do it.
Free. He shouldn't be part of your obligation for the house that you're living in. That's what the court said. And you shouldn't be part of his financial obligation. But he's part of yours. Now do you understand?
No,
Well,
that $335 was because he filed bankruptcy, and I shouldn't have.
City bill wind up in your name.
Okay, Your Honor, what happened was she moved in June.
With you?
With me and my mother. And my mom wanted to get her out of the apartment because,
Don't tell me because.
She's a slob. So, therefore, my mother didn't want her in the apartment, so my mom, trying to get her out of the apartment, cut the electricity off. It was
That
the
was
summer.
not intelligent. Because if the electricity was off in the apartment, it was off for you and your mother.
My mother wasn't staying there. She had left. She went to stay in her husband's house, let us suffer in the heat.
Well, then she turned the electricity off for you.
For my sister to leave.
No, you were living there. I mean, did you have your own little lamp above your head, or was the electricity off for everybody?
No, it was for everybody.
Okay. So I didn't.
We're gonna get out of here, whatever. And she had asked me for my social, and I didn't know.
She asked you for your social because you were going to go to a hotel?
I don't know why she asked me for my social.
Well, why didn't you ask her?
Because I was in a
sound
state of
logical.
shock.
Doesn't sound logical. Ms. Strongbow, what you're telling me doesn't sound logical, my dear. Somebody asked me for my social security number. Bird, could I have your social security number?
Yeah, right.
Why? Yeah, right, or yeah, right. Why do you want my social? I mean, maybe if it was your sister or your brother, you might say, well, let's get back to the truth, okay?
Well, she asked me for my social, and I gave it to her, no questions asked. And she used it for the Con Edison.
Okay, and she used it, and she turned on the electricity. All right, and how did it? So I actually believe you when you say to me that she knew exactly what you were going to do with it because you couldn't get it turned on in your name, I assume, because you have bad credit, no job, no source of income. All those things accurate?
Well, I have unemployment, but I don't have a job yet.
How do you support your children?
Can I give you
just tell me how she was neglecting the children and how you were helping her.
The baby would have a whole day with his pamper wet. She'd just put him in front of the TV in my room. She'd be sleeping till 5 o'clock in the afternoon with her boyfriend because...
What boyfriend?
With her boyfriend. She has a boyfriend.
What does he do? Nothing.
Nothing, yeah, basically.
What does he do?
I don't even have a boyfriend. At the time, I did have a boyfriend, and he did nothing.
But at the time, you did have a boyfriend, and the boyfriend did nothing.
He did nothing, it's true.
Would hang around with you all day?
Yeah, he'd be around all day.
Okay. If you had nothing else to do when you weren't working and you were collecting unemployment insurance, do you think that you were taking better care of the boyfriend or your kids?
My children, for sure.
Why did you leave the first boyfriend?
Just because he was lazy, and he did nothing.
He was lazy, he did nothing. Was he good to you?
He was regular, he was blah.
Was he good to your children?
Yes, very good to the children.
And what about the boyfriend that sort of was hanging around with you for the months that you and your sister were living together? Was he good to you?
He was all right. We fought too much.
Was he good to your children?
He liked them.
When you say you fought too much,
yes,
you want her to pay the remainder of her share of the rent for the remainder of the lease.
Yes.
The defendant says that you changed the locks on the apartment. She was thoroughly prepared to pay for the remainder of the lease, even though you two weren't getting along, and she decided to move out. However, she could not go back to the apartment even if she wanted to because you changed the locks. When did you sign the lease to the apartment?
On August 6, 2009.
And when did you move out, Ms. Lampkins?
I live on...
He was locked out.
Shh. If you shout out one more time, you're gone.
Okay.
Got it?
Gotcha.
Perfect.
Gotcha.
I live
She still had some...
her bed left in the apartment and a desk.
Shh. She still had things left in the apartment. On what date did she come back for the things? Was that on the 7th?
No, actually there was an issue on the 6th, and then the 7th she came to get the rest of her things.
There was what kind of issue on the 6th?
There was an altercation when I came home from school with her normal spot in the living room, and then that's when Taquana's mother, Irma, approached me about the situation that had happened the day before on the 5th about her moving out, and
I
she
didn't say
said...
I was moving out on the 5th.
She said that Irma wanted to talk with me and my mother, and I addressed her and I told her that, you know, this issue is between me and Taquana, and that we're both adults and we both signed the lease and it needs to be between me and Taquana. Things escalated from there.
What do you mean
Had her bed and things like that. But they left with threats.
They what?
Her mother was threatening that they would come back the next morning, and also they would come back on Friday and have parties in the apartment because pretty much everything in everything in the apartment still belonged to me besides the things that was in her bedroom.
Just a second.
Okay.
So her mother was having conversations with you?
Yes.
And she was being, in your view, unpleasant?
Yes, I called the police.
And did the police arrive?
No. No, they didn't.
If you shout out again, I'm granting her application and throwing you out. Now do you get it?
I apologize, Your Honor.
Now do you get it?
Yes, I do. I apologize.
Good, because you'll have a chance to tell me your version of the events, but you won't have an opportunity to tell me your version of the events if you open your mouth again when I'm not addressing you.
Okay.
The 7th, that morning.
And on what did you base your application for a restraining order?
I had a printed copy of what she posted on Facebook about if I tried anything else.
I'd like to see it.
Okay.
Don't tell me. I can read it. I'm gonna get the burner, and she gonna take it as a lesson learned. I don't understand what that means.
It's pretty much a gun.
Do you have any idea what this means?
Your Honor, a burner is a slang term, a street term for a gun.
And you are?
I'm Stephanie's father. It was the reason, hence the reason my wife and I went to her apartment. We were afraid for safety.
Yeah.
Excuse me?
Yeah, I wrote this sentence here.
Read what you wrote.
I put, LOL, girl, bring the burner tomorrow, but tonight I need a drink, so turn me up.
The one before that.
The one before that is my friend, Destiny.
Your friend said.
My friend said if she pulled anything else, I'm gonna get the burner, and she gonna take
Your
it.
friend said that?
Yeah, my friend said that.
Okay, so that wasn't you.
No.
And you responded what?
I said, LOL, girl, bring the burner tomorrow, but tonight I need a drink, so turn me up.
Okay.
Tomorrow would indicate April 7th, the day that her mom said that they
Just
would
a
return.
second. Listen to me.
Oh, sorry.
Would have moved.
Correct.
Right. But you changed the locks on the apartment so she could not get into the apartment. And that was...
No, that wasn't the situation, because actually I asked my leasing apartment complex if I could change the locks. They said I could, and then I left the key for them for Taquana to come pick up.
Listen to me. Listen to me very carefully.
Okay.
Don't tell me what the leasing office said.
Okay.
That's number one. Number two, there's only one reason to change the locks, and that's to keep your roommate out.
Okay.
Or other people, but mainly keep your roommate out. So there'd be no... Put your hand down. So there'd be no other reason to change the locks if you were going to give her a key to the new lock.
Well, the thing is that the key that we did have, her mother had an extra key, and I did not want her mother to continue to keep coming in.
Let me explain something to you. You don't look like a stupid girl. And I'm not saying there wasn't reason that the two of you shouldn't be roommates anymore. But if you're going to give her a key, all she does is take the key and go to a locksmith and make a second key. Then her mother has a key. So I don't believe that you gave somebody else the key to give to her.
Well, I did.
Getting along. For whatever reason you weren't getting along, I actually don't care why you weren't getting along before. So the question is she responsible for her part of the lease if she was locked out of the apartment?
Yes, because the key was returned to her. I wasn't, like I said, I was not trying to lock her out of the apartment because I gave the key to the leasing complex because her mother said she would be back the next day. But the thing is, like I said, they were doing things as far as leaving the front door open, leaving the refrigerator door open, leaving the heater on. So I couldn't have my property, my things at risk while she's in the apartment because I didn't trust it. I didn't want my things stolen.
You should have moved out.
And then I would have to be in debt.
You might. You're in debt now.
Okay, I locked her out because we weren't getting along. I locked her out because, or I didn't even lock her out. I just changed the locks and I gave her a key.
Case is dismissed.
Your Honor.
Your Honor, please, you're not even hearing the rest of my
Listen to me very carefully. I can't help you.
Okay.
Does it matter if she's only out for an hour
I
or so?
can't help her. You
Thank you.
had May, June, July, August, September, October,
So I was gonna come
November.
back every month?
I'm speaking to bring her to small claims court. You chose not to do that. You chose to pay the rent and then come to sue her for it.
I was advised
Pay the
to.
rent, yeah.
Listen to me. You got bad advice. I can't help you. You can't lock your roommate out and then wait 8 months and sue her for the rent. Do you understand?
Yes.
Period.
Thank you, Your Honor.